Hey everybody, Steph from the Hot Moon Podcast, and oh boy, Stephen A. Smith is gonna have a field day with this on Monday if he chooses to address this. So some leaked audio came out on Friday of a current ESPN producer and for an editor, whatever, for Sports Center, assignment editor. His name is Ryan Betrand, I believe. That's how you say his name. Not good at all. I mean, this audio is not Betrand. So his name is Ryan Betrand. Yeah, so not good, man. This audio that comes out sounds like this guy was in some type of intimate, private setting. Maybe he could have been on a date or something like that, and has some pretty strong description words about Stephen A. Smith. Okay, I'm going to go ahead and play the audio. I'll be quiet. I'll play the audio in the background so you can try to hear it and get back to it.
We have this one guy. His name is Stephen A. Smith. He plays the angry black man on TV. The angry black man stereotype is basically you're loud. You talk over people. What you say is not necessarily important. It's more how loud you are and how you deliver your speech. He does that pretty well. I think the higher-ups at ESPN and Disney see that. He's like this angry black man. He goes on Fox News probably like once a week. And he'll talk about like Gaza. And he has no idea about Gaza. Talking about like his views on Gaza. And we're like, brother, you were just talking about the Lakers like 3 hours ago. Like, what do you know about Gaza? Stephen A. had been talking about LeBron's son for like a while. LeBron like confronted him at a game one time, and then ever since that, Stephen A's been on like 4 different podcasts, basically like, I thought it was a weak move, like coming up to me and whatnot. It's just this whole like embarrassing thing that we're all like rolling our eyes at. They just think he's crazy, just trying to create attention, which is his job, I guess. He gets paid a lot of money to do that. So. To do what? To like create chaos, to create like controversy, like an argument. That's like his job, basically.
So he's like an investor?
Yeah, that's a good way to put it. Very much whoever's buying my shit, I will sell you my bullshit. Which is like Fox News sometimes.
Look, the commentary or the guys, a lot of stuff what the guy said is not necessarily all wrong. I mean, Stephen A. Smith is a shock guy. He has a very loud personality. Okay, now the part that I disagree with is just calling him an angry black man. I mean, I guess people who haven't been around such very vocal people, I mean, regardless of race or whatever, just people who are very enthusiastic, eccentric, theatrical in their behavior and mannerisms. It can come across, especially when they're passionate or have a disagreement, it can look like they're angry, whatever. And not to bring up race or anything like that, because I always try to be fair and in the middle. But I mean, there's always been this stereotype of just black people being the angry black man, being the angry black woman. That's the part where this whole audio kind of rubbed me the wrong way. That's about it, though. You know what I'm saying? I just hate negative stereotypes being applied when it's not. You know what I'm saying? Stephen A. Smith. Yes, there's plenty of guys who aren't black and have the personality when they get passionate or they get upset. We don't call them the angry white man or whatever. You know what I'm saying? Like, it's just stupid. Or a woman knows she's being a crazy hysterical woman. Like, nah, I mean, if she's passionate, intelligent audience can see that, okay, they're just a little vocal about it or difference of opinion. But I mean, just be called angry black man, not good. And also too is like, now this audio got leaked, man, and ESPN. And it's funny because the guy that said this is, he's a light-skinned dude, a light-skinned brother, you know what I'm saying? So either way, it's still a stereotype nonetheless, because, let's be real, this guy, he sounds like a quote-unquote brother himself. But I can see ESPN not very happy with this audio being leaked and this guy possibly getting fired, right? I mean, they just paid this guy, Stephen A. Smith, $100 million, whether you like it or not. He does draw eyeballs, draws attention. He is fully in the entertainment space, not covering politics, whether you agree with his political stances or him appearing on Fox News and him trying to give commentary. Nobody owns the right to limit you on how far you can go. And if Stephen A. Smith wants to dabble in politics, I mean, you have to start somewhere. You have to learn. That's why he brings on a lot of people, especially people from Fox, on his platform. He goes on there. Okay, you know what I'm saying? I feel like they have really good discussions when Stephen A. Smith is having conversations with conservatives and stuff. So, I mean, yeah, I get, yeah, he may not understand everything about Gaza. I mean, who does though? Right? Unless you are fully locked into that space. But Stephen Smith always said he's been trying to dabble in politics and stuff like that. So, you know, now is not the time for me to try to bash him when he does try to bring on people who know more than him and have discussions, right? I mean, you can't win if you're Stephen A. Smith. This is not going to go well at Fox. I can see this being a mess. I'm sorry, at Walt Disney, ABC, ESPN. It's not a good look. Not a good look. I'm sure Stephen A. Smith will address this. I'm sure a lot of people who don't like Stephen Smith is going to eat this up. But I do agree with a lot of things he's saying. It's like, yeah, I mean, he's there for entertainment, shock value. You know, he did milk the LeBron James situation, but that's what these TV guys do. You know what I'm saying? So he didn't really say anything that was shocking, but what's not going to go well is the angry black man line. That line right there, however you feel about it, where you think he is actually an angry black man or whatever, that's fine if you do. But the powers that be and this ultra woke society, sensitive society, especially with business like ESPN and how liberal they are, that is not going to go well. You'd be fooled to think that this guy's going to be able to keep his job after saying that. All right, man. So, but that's my 2 cents, man. I know Stephen A. Smith is about to go off on this, possibly. Why he should address this. This seems like an internal attack. We know how last year there was issues, or they were like, oh, there's Shannon Sharpe and Stephen A. Smith had causing problems behind the scenes at ESPN. It was New York Post talked about that. Okay, how they're being malcontents and whatnot, and then the dust up with Pat McAfee. All that stuff, man. I mean, once you start getting your bread and making money and you becoming that $100 million guy, we're starting to see these things. These things come up. This is part of the playbook. Stephen A. Smith ain't stupid. All right. Some people may want to think so. The guy's very intelligent. I mean, no one just is stupid walking into $100 million. All right. The man has built himself up. He's been able to make a name for himself, whether you disagree with his takes and all that stuff. You can't knock the fact that he has been able to elevate first states and Skip Bayless has left and parlay all of that into a $100 million contract and being one of the top faces at ESPN. Okay, you may not like him, but the numbers don't lie, the viewership don't lie, the money don't lie. You got to show some respect for that. And for this to be something that feels like an internal attack, even though this was leaked audio, is it fair to this brother? You got to watch your loose lips sink ships. And it seemed like this brother is about to sink his own ship because Stephen A. Smith ain't going anywhere, whether you like it or not, whether I like it or not. Do I think he's deserving of money? Do I like Stephen A. Smith? It doesn't matter. All right, they're going to follow the bottom line, the numbers. And if Stephen, and there's always going to be strings attached to this kind of money. You know what I'm saying? That's why they made him go say, hey, you're going to address the LeBron James situation, right? Nothing's free. All right, they're going to pay $100 million. They're going to make that man work. They're going to make that man work for that money and continue to play his quote-unquote role, whatever that role is. You know what I'm saying? He's going to placate to it. But part of it is actually part of who Stephen A. Smith really is. You know what I'm saying? But nah, it's just unfortunate his brother's about to lose his job for this audio being out there. Y'all know what y'all think about this, man? Thanks for watching. Please like, subscribe. I'm out.